Chapter 4 Maps. Page 1. How in the previous chapter we read about globes, its axis, how it affects our day, night and seasons. However, globe has limitations. If you want to study only a part of the earth like a country, state, district, town and villages, maps are useful. So what is a map? A map is a representation or a drawing of the earth's surface. In other words, zooming inside the earth makes a map. Again, maps are useful to us for various purposes. One map shows a small area and a few facts. Another map may contain as many facts as a big book, just like an atlas. So broadly, maps are of three types: physical map, political map and thematic map. Physical map shows physical features of the earth like mountains, plateau, plains, rivers, etc. Political map only shows countries, cities, towns and villages with their boundaries. Thematic map are the information map. They are the road map, rainfall map, vegetation map and forest map. Page 2. If you are asked what are the three components of a map, they are distance, direction and symbol. Let us read about distance. What is the importance of distance in a map? As we know, map reduces the entire world on a sheet of paper. But the distance between two places need to be real. Hence, a scale is chosen that finds the best ratio between the real distance on the ground and the distance on the paper. I'll give you an example. Let us suppose the distance between your house and your office is 10 km. If you show this 10 km distance by 2 cm on a map, it means 1 cm on the map will show 5 km on the ground. Now think about these two examples. 1. 5 cm on the map shows 500 km on the ground. And the second, 5 cm on the map shows 500 meters on the ground. What does it mean? It means the first example, in which 5 cm on the map shows 500 km, it's a small scale map. Here the map has been showed in a zoomed out position, wherein you're trying to cover much of the map in a small sheet of paper. And hence that 5 cm represents 500 km. And the second example, where 5 cm on the map shows 500 meter, it's called a large scale map. Here you are zooming in and showing that small portion in a much larger way. Therefore 5 cm means 500 meter and 10 cm would mean 1000 meter, that is 1 kilometer. So you are zooming inside the map and seeing that position in a very zoomed in manner. Page 3. Now let's read about directions. Every map has a direction pointer: north, south, east and west. They are also called cardinal points. Remember this, the term is cardinal points. And cardinal points are different from a compass. Compass only shows a main direction, that is north. Rest we have to figure out. On the other hand, cardinal points show all the four conventional directions: north, south, east, west. You will find cardinal points usually on the top left or top right corner of a map. Page 4. Now let's read about symbols. It is the third important component of a map. We cannot draw an actual size of a building, road, bridge, tree. Hence, we use symbols. They give a lot of information in a limited space. Now there are some symbols which are agreed universally and they are called as conventional symbols. If you look at this picture, we will see some of the conventional symbols, such as railway lines. They are divided into broad gauge, meter gauge and railway stations. So you can see the symbols that are associated with railway. And then we have roads. We have metal road and unmetal road. And you can see the respective symbols. And then we have boundaries: international, state and district. And then river, well, tank, canal, bridge. And then we have institutions such as temple, church, mosque. These are represented by these symbols. And then we have government institutions like post office, post and telegraph office. Page 5. In this page we will differentiate between a sketch and a plan. A sketch is a drawing based on memory and spot observation. Think of it this way: you go to a place, you see the things around, you come home and draw anything that remains in your mind, whatever that you can recollect. That is what a sketch looks like. Whereas a plan is a drawing of a small area on a large scale, like how they do in military operations. Every detail is mentioned, right from distance, size, resources, etc. Now let's quickly answer these questions. First question, what are the three components of a map? The three components of a map are distance, direction, and symbol. Second question, what are the four cardinal directions? We have read about this in the second page. The cardinal directions are the conventional directions, which are north, south, east, and west. You can also include northeast, northwest, southeast, southwest. Third question, what do you mean by the term scale of map? Scale of map means, for example, 1 centimeter is equal to 500 meter. Remember that example that we did? So that is what is the meaning of scale of the map. So you can answer it this way. The scale of map is nothing but a ratio between the actual distance on the ground with the distance on the map. Fourth question, how are maps more helpful than a globe? So you can answer this by saying maps helps us in finding distance, direction, and by looking at symbol we can identify a particular place, whereas a globe gives a holistic, a much zoomed out version of the entire world, and it is very difficult to pinpoint small places. Fifth question, distinguish between a map and a plan. So about this question, so they have done a very tricky part. In the previous page we read about sketch and a plan, so from there they picked up this question called plan, and right from the page 1 they picked up this question, a map. So there's nothing to worry about. So a map is a representation of Earth, okay, and whereas a plan is a representation of a small place on a big sheet, okay. So you can take the example of the military operation in the plan, and map is the regular representation of Google Maps, wherein you see a scale and you decide the distance between two places. You can see symbols and figure out what that place is. You can see the various conventional symbols and identify what is what, okay. Sixth question, which map provides detailed information? Remember, there are three types of map. One is political, physical, and thematic. Now they're asking about which provides detailed information. So we know it's not political. Political only deals with the boundaries of country and various states and local places, right? It just deals with the boundaries. Whereas thematic only deals with it's an information sort of map, right? Which just gives you the information of which is the place with highest rainfall, which are the places where you can see a lot of vegetation, etc. Whereas the physical map gives you a lot information about the physical features of the earth, that is mountains, plateau, river, etc. So the answer is physical map. Last question, how do symbols help in reading maps? Symbols are very crucial in reading map. Think of it this way, you go to a place and you don't know the language, you don't know anyone. Symbols help you in identifying the place. For example, by looking at the building symbol, you can figure out what are the religious institutions, what are the government institutions. By looking at the road symbol, you can figure out whether it's a metal road or it's a unmetal road. And by looking at the railway symbols, you can figure out where is the platform and where are the trains going. So this is how symbols helps in reading map. And maps showing distribution of forests are, so we spoke about this, right? Now they are asking for a map which shows information, that is distribution of forest. So that is nothing but thematic map. The blue color is used for showing, we know this, water. So it's water bodies. A compass is used for to find the main direction. Yes, compass only shows you the north direction. Rest we figure out where is south, where is west, and where is east. A scale is necessary for a map. In a sketch, we do not use scale. For a symbol, nope. Some symbol itself is part of a map. So it's a key, just like a scale. So it cannot be the answer. So the answer is for a map. With this, we have come to an end of another chapter. I am on my way to make the next. I will see you again. Cheers. If you like these videos, please leave comment and let me know how you feel about them. I feel good making them. I want to know how you feel. Have a great day.